Hi everyone, it's Jacqueline DuPont. I'm the gerontologist here and I'm in Vista, California, ready to talk today about things to remember when you're taking your loved one home for the holidays. And we have a few tips for you today, although every incident is going to be a little different and every older adult's different, so just keep that in mind. However, there are some great safety tips and tips. One of them is if they're coming from a facility to home, coming from there, going home, or if they're moving, say, from your sister's house to your house, just remember before you leave to pack up lots of supplies, whether it's incontinence supplies, tissues, clean toothbrush, all that. Also, don't forget that older adults like it warm. They really do not like the cold. So keep that in mind, with your temperature in the home, and then also lots of extra blankets. The incontinence supplies have plenty because we don't want any embarrassing moments. If you do need someone to help shower them, make sure you do get an agency to kind of help with that, or you could have someone in the family help. But showering is really critical every day or every other day. So try not to forget that. If they're coming from assisted living, checking out, you need to sign them out legally, and then also you need to sign out the pills. So sign out, some facilities like us at Vista Gardens, we have and Irvine Cottage packets, almost, pill packets, and we'll write down the times, AM, noon, PM, to give the pills. Make sure you pay attention to crushing orders. Are there crushing orders from the doctor? Can you crush pills or not? Make sure you get plenty of water while giving medications. Try not to make sure their chin isn't too far down or too far up. You just want to have it nice and even. If your loved one requires thickened liquids or thickener, make sure you ask the facility, how do you do that? What's the consistency? What do you add? Read the label. A lot of thickener has a big label on it that you can read with really good instructions. Again, not too watery, but not too hard for the thickener. Other tips are, before coming home, assess your house to make sure it has some safety precautions, such as rugs. If you have an older adult who's walking, and every older adult with memory loss is a fall risk, 100% of them. Whether they're walking or in a wheelchair, everyone's a fall risk. So pick up those rugs. Try not to have too much furniture in the house. Make sure it's clear, the walk path all the pathways are clear. Transitions from carpet to wood, make sure the wood's not too slippery or there's not a surface that's too slippery. That's really critical. Alarms. If your loved one's coming home and they are a wander risk, you might want to install some alarms from Home Depot or Lowe's, bell alarms or any kind of alarm. There's a tab alarm that can go on their shirt. There are plenty of low jack kind of alarms. You just need to look online for those. But be prepared, because wandering can occur at any time, and especially if they love your dog and they want to go out backyard to see the dog, they may accidentally wander off and end up at your neighbor's. You never know. So having a little ID on is important. Any kind of ID, a bracelet, necklace, those are all really critical. And they may just have a nice stroll and come right back, but they may need some redirection. That's critical. Other ideas that we really try to not forget are with food, plenty of finger foods, maybe breaking down meals to many meals during the day, asking the facility what was their schedule for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because they're going to probably follow that same schedule. So just remember, there's many, many things to think about when going home. Don't be disappointed if it isn't a perfect experience. Every experience is different, and we're just hoping for comfort, happiness, some laughs, some beautiful music, and it should turn out all okay. The only other thing I do want to mention is overstimulation, like I did before. Just try not to have the blaring Christmas music and then lots of people over where there's echoing and it's hard to hear. Hearing loss is a big deal for older adults, especially with memory loss. They may get paranoid from it. So we want to make sure things are just very calm, tranquil music, aroma diffusers. That all makes for a pleasant experience. But thank you for tuning in and have a wonderful holiday season.